Howdy, everybody, and welcome to Dreams of Infinity. I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and magic keeper, and joining me around my virtual table tonight are Ashleyien, Hana, and Kira. Say hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Now, before we begin, they are great at it, by the way. Now, before we begin, we do have a few announcements to get through, starting with the first of our two sponsors for tonight's show, Hero Forge. Hero Forge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. Their easy-to-use design tool lets you build your perfect miniature online using a fully 3D in-depth character creator right in your web browser, which is where we built the tokens for this game. You can build yours today at HeroForge.com. Our second sponsor for tonight's show is XSplit. XSplit is a high-quality virtual webcam background remover that works with your already existing webcam. Using this program, you can protect your privacy while you work or play remotely by blurring the background, removing it entirely, or even putting your favorite pictures of the background instead. You can download the app today at xsplit.com, and if you use the coupon code RANDOM with a capital R, you can get 10% off of your purchase. You can find the referral link in the chat and show descriptions. This week, we have another episode of Leropen Tales, our Tyranny of Dragons campaign. And our heroes are finally in Revancia. Can't wait to see what the shenanigans they get up to. After that, on Monday, we have another episode of Aether Shanties, our Sagas campaign. And the next Wednesday after that, 1 week after here, is going to be, of course, Sonnet of Blood, our Curse of Strahd campaign. We got tons of content on our channel, and we got some more interesting stuff coming up here soon. So definitely keep watching us and keep paying attention to the socials to find out what's going on. You can do that by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV, on Twitter as @random_Rhapsody, on Blue Sky as Random Rhapsody, and on TikTok as Random Rhapsody_TV. And that's it. We're done with the announcements. So join us as we return to Leropa City and continue on with the Dream Seekers as they investigate the dreams of infinity. And we're back. So hey, if you watch this channel, you know how I like to do the recaps. I offer up something called the Random Rhapsody coin, which for the players, it's good for a free reroll at any point during the game. Now, if I do the recap, I get that coin, and since I'm the GM, I have superpowers and get to use that in all sorts of crazy ways. It's a lot of fun. I've actually never gotten to use it, which has always been sad to me. But for some strange reason, my Magi-Knights players are brave as hell. And so they decided to go ahead and grant me the coin. So, unless anybody has any real objections that you want to say now, I'm going to go ahead and do that recap. Heck yeah, love it. So, since I always have my players tell tell what happened last time in their character's perspective, I'm going to do the same thing too. So, the Wanderer, tell us what happened last time on Dreams of Infinity. You know, it was actually really quite scary. I was watching this whole thing. Now, the 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 Dream Seekers, they were trying to get through this barrier that was surrounding Gidim skyscraper. It was definitely made of outsider magic and was very powerful. Even I couldn't sense anything through it. I certainly couldn't sense Damian at that point, and I was really scared and worried about him. So everyone was focusing their powers. Now, I told them that's not supposed to work that way. You need at least 5 Magi-Knights to break through a barrier. Well, they decided to talk amongst themselves and figure it out, and they sent me to go scouting ahead by flying up to the top of the skyscraper to see if I could find Gidim. So that's what I did. I flew all the way up there and I started looking around. I was looking through the glass. I was trying to see anything, and I did see. Well, they were these guys in the robes, definitely cultists. They were all together. They had just finished doing some sort of magical circle ritual. I could see the residual energy up from that, and I saw a big dude in a suit sitting on kind of a throne behind a chair. I couldn't really see his face, but I'm guessing that's probably Gidim. Well, anyway, I was up there looking for a while, and then boom, the force field went down. It was crazy. I have no idea. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm kind of getting that backwards. I got sent up there after the whatchamacallit, the force field went down. That's right. It's been crazy lately. I'm kind of focused on doing something else right now. I don't know why I'm actually talking to myself about this, but I guess it really helps. Anyway, so they somehow got the force field down. I have no idea how they did it exactly, because they should have had 5 Magi-Knights to do it. Somehow they were able to do it with 4, and it was kind of wild. And then Aisha asked me to go up and scout. So I was up there scouting for a while. Eventually they came back down. They went up. I kind of saw a little bit. I was watching in the window, and I saw that they all came in and were confronting Gidim, and Salem went up and started talking to them, and I couldn't hear quite what they were saying too well. There was this odd sort of communication interference, no doubt due to all of the power of the cultists that were in there, because like I saw that cultist Gidim, he killed one of his friends with a magical beam. Definitely looked like true damage, definitely looked powerful, and it killed him right there and then. So I was having a hard time getting through all this magical interference, and I didn't quite hear everything that went on. But eventually they all came down again, and they told me what they had found out, that Damian had been taken away from elsewhere, or taken away from this mortal plane. And that was the saddest thing I'd ever heard. We've lost Magi-Knights in the past, but I don't know. It just kind of hurt. And anyway, so everyone went home, and the next day they all got up and had breakfast, but I was already gone at the time. The team needs someone else. They need a 5th party member, so I got to find somebody. So I'm kind of focusing on that right now, while they're all out doing their thing. And I kind of get the gist from listening in on their conversations that they all decided to skip school and kind of go do their own thing. Kat went to school. Aisha went home to sleep, and Melody and Salem went to a bookstore. But that's kind of all I got. That bookstore is always really hard to perceive. Half the time I have no idea what goes on in there. It's very frustrating, to be honest. So I'm not sure what they did when they got in there, but I'm sure they did something. Anyway, I really should focus on what I'm doing right now. I need to stop talking to myself. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop that right now. Oh, shit. Well done, Wanderer. I'd say that's definitely deserving of the random Rhapsody coin. So there it is. Haha, I got it. I'm not going to forget to use it because I know it only lasts the session. Well, Magi-Knights. That was awkward, right? Let's go ahead and get some music going. Why is that not loading? Okay, the music's going to load in a second here. It might be. Come on, load. There it goes. Oh, nope, not yet. There it goes. Hey, I'm good at this. Okay, Magi-Knights. It is early afternoon on Thursday, September the 12th, 1996. And like the Wanderer just said, most of you have skipped school, or at least the first part of it. Kat is the only Magi-Knight who actually attended the morning classes after you were all met up for breakfast. Aisha went home to get some beauty sleep, like I said. Salem and Melody went to Uncle Ray's occult and used bookstore. Melody had a conversation with James while Salem stayed upstairs and was just looking through all of the books that Uncle Ray has on his shelves, trying to find anything about magic, but not really doing a very good job. So that's kind of where we're picking things up at. It is now just about lunchtime. And Aisha, you said that you planned on heading back to school at lunchtime to at least kind of do a partial day.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'd like to do that too.
Okay. Absolutely. Well, then let's go ahead and get into that. But before we do that, I'm just going to go ahead and use the coin now. I might as well. So, what happens when I use the coin? Well, normally the team leader would be rolling some dice for me, but unfortunately, Salem's player is feeling sick today and wasn't able to play. So that's going to then just kind of go up in the air. Who would like to roll a D100 for me?
I can do it.
Please do so.
I've rolled too many of these.
18.
18. Interesting.
Did the weather change from what it was?
Nope, has nothing to do with the weather.
Okay.
That is just, I have a particular table here that I'm rolling on. You rolled an 18. Now I'm going to need you to roll a D10.
Four.
Groovy. Okay, we're going to set that aside. There's that coin. Bye-bye. I just used it. We'll get into that later. Instead, let's head over to school. Kat, you are already at school, so you're going to be the first person to arrive at lunch. Aisha, you're probably walking in about the same time. Melody, you would arrive just a few seconds later because you got a rollerblade from Ray's bookstore all the way to school. So you're probably feeling maybe a little sweaty once you arrive, but here you are, all three of you at school. Now, during lunchtime, we, have a handful of things we got to do. You can either catch up with some friends, you can gossip, you can listen to gossip, you can eat, you can drink copious amounts of caffeine, all those things. We've done it so many times. My question to you is, what are you doing here for lunch?
Sorry, I was reading chat. I think I actually want to study. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of rules about skipping school. I need to find it really quick. So I think I want to study since I skipped the first half. But let me check really quick. Or last minute cram session or whatever it's called.
Okay, the last minute cram session. So you're going to be choosing a 4th, 5th, or 6th period class. That class reduces its DC by 4 during the upcoming student check. Which I will remind you, you're in a pop quiz day right now.
Oh yeah, I definitely want that then.
Okay. So you're going to be using this time to do a cram session. Fair enough. Aisha, Kat, how about the two of you?
I'm relaxing and eating with Unisong.
Okay. That's funny. The Song family is being heavily interacted with this day. Cool.
You gave me a fellow Asian girl at the school.
Yeah, there's quite a few. Anyway, so you're going to meet up with Yuna. She's always happy to have lunch with you. So the two of you can sit down and chat for a little bit. When you relax and eat with friends, you remove 1 stress point and gain 1 social point with the NPC. If you don't have any stress, you gain a 2nd social point. You have any stress?
We're going up to 13. I have no stress.
Woot woot. Okay. Yeah, your lunch period is kind of relaxing. Chill with Yuna. She's happy to catch up with you. Gossips, talks about her boyfriend a little bit. Gripes about her uncle and his weird dealings, that sort of thing. General, just chit-chat. Kat, what are you getting up to?
It was Lacey that was running the festival.
Lacey is running the festival.
Okay, because she doesn't usually talk to Lacey, but she was gonna go check up with Lacey and see how the festival's going and see if she remembers Damien, because they were trying to help a lot, and then wants to kind of find out if people remember or just vanished, or did Damien die in the bus crash, or oh, I forgot.
Okay. So are you considering this a relax and eat with friends with Lacey?
Yeah, I guess so. She's just going to be talking, unless it counts as gossip, but it's not really listening to gossip.
It can
chatting with her.
Yeah, it could count as listening to gossip. It depends on how you're wanting to play this.
Do you want SP with the character? Do you want to restore stress points? Or do you want to get potentially plot points, and if you don't get any plot information, a free point of inspiration? But I had to roll for school last time, and I got an inspiration point.
You did. We're just counting that as you're the only one who went to school in the morning, and so you got inspired by it. But remember, if you have a point of inspiration, you can transfer that to somebody else.
Okay. I don't know. Would that count as getting information?
Well, yes, I just said that if you want to count it as looking for gossip, we will count it as looking for gossip.
Okay. Because I still gain a. Do I gain a SP with Lacey for?
No, if you listen to gossip, you don't gain SP. If you're wanting to gain SP with her, it would just be a relaxing eat with friends, but it wouldn't be a plot point opportunity.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out if it is a plot point and opportunity, just to find out if, like, what other people know or don't know.
I am out getting the team another inspiration point is never a bad thing. So if you fail, is whether or not you want the SP. Just think about if you want SP with Lacey. That's the question you should be answering yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I have currently one with Lacey, and I need to up it at some point, or else I'm gonna lose it.
So like I said, I was just giving you the options. You can do it whatever works best for you.
Okay. I guess I'll just do the she'll just chat with her, the friend thing, and get the SP for now.
Okay.
I'm lacking SP with people.
So you join up with Lacey and ask if she wants to have lunch with you. She's always happy to hang out and chat. She is very busy. She's sitting at the table with all the other people in the festival committee. But when you sit down and chat with her, you discover that things are going good. It's busy. She's excited to see what the soccer team does for the event. She appreciates everything your group did to set that up for her. She does confirm. You ask her whether or not she remembers Damian, and she confirms that she does.
No, it's pretty much like.
And she then asks, "Yeah, where is Damian? I haven't seen him. I haven't seen them today."
Not here, apparently.
Oh, okay.
I was just wondering if you've seen them.
No, I haven't seen them. Not today.
Okay. Just to know if there was anything weird. Okay, that seems normal. Okay, so that's 2 SP.
Yep, 2 SP if you don't have any stress.
I don't have stress. I have exhaustion, but not stress.
Fair enough. Well, at the end of lunch period, the bell rings. And with that, you have the second half of your classes for the day. This is a B period schedule, which means that fourth period is language arts with Mr. Liam O'Shea. So let's quick finish up the day and get that all over with. For language arts, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, that you roll a academic arts check. So go ahead and give me an academics arts check.
I wanted to ask really quick, what day is this? A day or B day? Because I'm deciding which class I studied for. B day. Oh, okay. So we have math and computers.
Yes.
Okay.
19.
Why does my lawnmower guy pick now to mow my lawn?
I think I'll say that Melody studied for math, because that's the one that she's the worst out of the three.
Fair enough. Okay, let's start this off alphabetically. Aisha, what'd you roll?
6.
6.
I rolled a
That's a
5.
failure. That is a failure.
Yeah.
Cat.
26.
26. That is definitely a success. Is that a crit?
Yeah.
19.
No, it's 19.
Nope, not a crit, but damn. Okay. Melody, what'd you get?
22.
22. That's also a success. Now that you're actually, awake and have some food in your belly and have been moving about a bit, at least some of you are doing pretty well on this pop quiz. Aisha, on the other hand, Mr. O'Shea.
In Japanese. Kanji and everything.
Yeah. Like, O'Shea just looks at this like, what is all this? How am I supposed to read this?
I forgot what language I was supposed to be writing in.
Did you forget what country you're in too?
Yes. It's one of those days.
Perhaps you should stay after school and maybe get some extra studying in.
Maybe.
Okay. So next class is mathematics with Mr. Nathaniel Vale. So y'all are going to be rolling it's just a STEM check. I looked at the wrong one.
Oh my gosh. Studying did nothing because I rolled a 4.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's rough. Okay. Kat, what'd you get?
21. It was another 19.
Nice. Success. Melody, you said you rolled a 4. Even with studying, that is still a failure.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That's a success. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Vale, when he looks at your test paper, Melody, he says, "You've clearly not studied long enough for this. You should be spending more time studying and less time doing whatever frivolous teenager thing you do."
Did she blow a bubble?
No, I'll say yes, sir. I'm trying to fly under the radar today.
Fair enough. Okay. Last period of the day is computers with Mrs. Mallory St. Cloud. And for this class, you're going to be rolling either an investigation or a STEM check. Okay. Melody, what'd you get?
17.
17. That's a success. Aisha. Can't hear you.
I'm trying to decide if I want to roll the d4. I don't think I want to, though. I don't think an 11 would even still pass. So, 7.
Fair enough. 7, that is a failure. Ouch. Kat.
I think it's a test day, so it's a very high DC.
It was pop quiz, right?
Yes.
Pop quiz.
Yeah, so
I got a 20.
20 is a success. Okay. End of the class period, you need to tally up your wins and your losses. So, Aisha?
Same old-fashioned -1.
-1. There's always tomorrow. So you're going to be taking a stress point. Kat?
3 success.
Hey, 3 successes, nice. You got a bright future ahead of you, so remove 2 stress points.
I cough and say show off. I can't do that for real, so I'm just saying that.
Show off.
Yes, I've never been good at that.
Neither have I.
Let's see, Cat or Melody. What you got?
0, because I got a 1, which made me have a -1 or negative. Wait, what is that? Sorry,
You
it
got
counts as
natural
2
one.
failures, but then I had 2 positives, so I got 0.
0. So that's it. Just keep up that positive attitude. You're doing okay, but things could be better. So no change. Okay. At last, you hear the bell ring a final time. And it is the end of class, or end of school, which means that you got some time ahead of you. Salem is going to reach out with the communicator and let y'all know that he is staying in the bookstore and is just going to keep doing some research here. Tells you 3 go have fun. And it is time for your free time phase. So, is there anything you 3 want to do before you leave school? I believe, let's see, there is nothing but the soccer club today. Yep, that's correct. So, the only thing that's going on is soccer practice right now at school. So, all 3 of you have free time. But before then, like I said, is there anything any of you want to do before leaving school?
I wanted to ask if mechanically I can count the time I spent with James for my free time so I can get social points with him. And then whatever we do now I can do, but I just won't get the benefits of free time for it.
No, I just kind of counted the school day as part of that. So, like,
I mean, just so that I could get social points for the time I spent with him is the only reason I was wondering if I could mechanically count it as my free time.
did I not give free social points from that encounter? I thought I did. Maybe I forgot to. Maybe I meant to and forgot to. Sure, you can count that as your free time, I guess.
Okay, I'll figure out which one I think fits, but I can do anything else, just not get the benefits of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go work.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna go to work. Kat, what are you doing?
Wanting to throw my phone out the window because I keep getting messages. I was gonna see if people wanted to hang out, but everyone's doing their own thing. So,
you can come to my work.
I mean, you can hang out with me too. I just won't get social points with you, but you can get them with me.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just looking what there is. I mean, could recover our exhaustion with rest and relaxation. I think that's the only thing that covers exhaustion, but it's probably not a big deal. Is there anything?
Can I say I did hang out with the close friend and roll a persuasion check to see if I get 2 rather than 1 social point extra?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Oh, what's the DC?
Looks
12.
like DC is 12.
Yes, I got it. Okay.
Nice.
So I got 3 total because of the freebie.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Hey.
Oh, you go first.
Go.
I was just gonna say, I forgot that I took Social Butterfly level up, so I used that with my interaction with Yuna to get my bonus SP sleep phase.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. So that gives you one extra social point with her?
Yeah, I have to have gained 2 in an interaction, and if I do, I can, once a sleep phase, choose to get an additional.
Nice.
Also, can't ghost anyone anymore.
That would be useful.
Nice. It wouldn't fit Melody to get it.
Yeah, it wouldn't really fit Cat lately, but that's one reason I'm like, I don't want my social points with Lacey to go down. And I got one with her, and I don't remember when exactly. I guess Cat's gonna go to the arcade and play some games and try to get out some frustration. And try the claw game, I guess.
Okay.
Get a high gloom gem prize.
There you
I don't
go.
know if Melody's coming to the arcade too.
Wait, you're going to the arcade? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I can go with you.
No. So, like, I'm going to the arcade. I want to play some games, get out some frustration. Like,
Yeah, that is totally
try
fair.
to find game.
Okay. So, Cat and Melody are heading to the arcade while Aisha goes to work. Love it. Let's go ahead and, well, I guess we'll just keep it alphabetical right now. Aisha, you're going to work, so we need to roll to see what kind of day you had.
D4 time.
Yep, roll a d4.
2.
2. You had a boring day. I'm going to make this bigger so I can actually read it. It was so slow you would have been happier watching a snail and turtle race. But you got to relax at least, right? So you're going to reduce stress by 1 and gain 1 budget tally.
Yeah.
So we're gonna say that what happened was you went to the studio. You're practicing for your upcoming performance at the cultural festival, and the background dancers were just completely failing the entire time. Who's the person that coordinates the routines? Is that the director or
Choreographer?
choreographer? Yes, thank you. So the choreographer spent the entire time yelling at the backup dancers. You just sat there because you really had nothing to do.
It's kind of nostalgic. That used to be me.
Mm-hmm.
You're beyond that now.
The yelling.
The yelling.
Totally beyond that. I'll take my social point with my manager.
Absolutely. Take that social point. So, Kat, you and Melody head over to the arcade. It's, of course, popping like it always is after school. There's lots of kids there. There's plenty of stuff to do. There's plenty of games to play, though you do have to wait your turn on a few of them. As you're passing the crane game, you do hear the Wanderer's voice kind of whisper to you, "Hey, don't forget the claw game. That's over there, and it's right there. You just passed it. It's awesome, and I'm always happy to trade if you got anything good out of it."
I will try.
Okay. You're going to roll a D100.
I'm not usually good with D100s, but we shall see. Oh, 90.
Oh,
I'm not really good with D100, she says.
Usually.
you know what?
This is
You
session.
pop your quarters in, you move that crane around, and it reaches down and grabs something actually pretty cool. We're going to call it a rhinestone-encrusted superhero style action figure. It's bright, it's flashy, and it's worth either a shard of rarity 3 or less, or a gift worth 3 social points. So you can either give that to the Wanderer, and he'll trade you for it for something of rarity 3 or less, or you can give it away to somebody and gain 3 social points with them.
Okay, I will look at shards and I will let you know.
Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of free time. It's easy when there's only 3 of you. Let's see. After that, we're at our investigation phase. Change some music here real quick.
Where's my shards? Trying to find my shards to see what I have on my sheet. Oh, there. There it is.
Okay. As you're looking over your shiny new gizmo doodad thingy that you got from the crane game, you do hear the Wanderer whispering to you all, "Hey, don't forget, it's getting late in the afternoon. You might want to start your investigating." Those are all wrong.
Up at the table, I already know the answer to this, but in character, Aisha says into the communicator, Salem, you're planning on staying at the bookstore. Order?
Salem does reply that, yeah, they're going to stay at the bookstore and keep doing research here.
Salem's doing research on outsiders.
Say, I just realized today that, over the communicator, that I never cashed in on Damian's promise that he would give me his undying love and devotion for asking Bianca if she was seeing anyone. So we definitely need to save them so that I can make sure that I'm repaid for that.
We need to figure out how.
Yes.
We also need to save him just so I can punch him.
Yes.
But okay. Give him. We're kind of at a wall right there, I think. Maybe it's time to retrace some of our steps. Maybe where it all began. Europa Park? We never really found out why stuff was happening there. We got leads. I know it was a long time ago now, but maybe there's something there. Unless someone has a better idea.
Yeah, we could go there. I'm not nowhere else is really jumping out to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have all these little things, but no... I don't know what to do with any of it.
You know,
And like, why were they on the roof of that building?
Oh, guys, we should go clean
Go
up the
back
gloom gems.
Oh yeah,
Probably.
we never did that. Well, that's during patrol phase though, right? Or sorry, out of character. That's during patrol phase, right?
Oh, you can do that at any time, really.
Don't we have to be transformed to do it though? I actually don't remember.
I don't
In this
think
game,
so.
we have not. We have
Okay.
rules as written. I think you might be right, but
but I know we've definitely done that out of games.
Okay.
You're just or out of your Magi-Knight form. You just use your crystals to draw those to the gloom gem.
Okay.
1 second.
What does rolling a token mean?
Oh. What in the world? Was that because of the roll from earlier?
don't know.
It'd be really
Something bad's
funny.
gonna happen to me.
It'd be really
Uh-oh.
funny if a cat just like made a noise and he accidentally clicked it while investigating.
Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, that was all me just hitting a button by mistake.
Okay. Before we go, can Kat give the little thingy to the Wanderer
Yeah, absolutely.
to get a shard of purification?
You got it. Yeah. You call the Wanderer and he appears as you're exiting the arcade. You give over the toy, which he eagerly grabs up and wraps his tail around it and is holding it with his tail.
It's shiny.
Presents you with the shard of purification that you request.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured it might be useful to get rid of some status of some conditions.
Let's go check out that apartment building. We might have missed something in our haste.
The one we had the combat at?
Yeah, where?
Okay.
Yeah. We
You
also have the fun thing of we no longer have a vehicle.
Yeah, that's what a good thing we live in modern society with public transportation.
Lots of public transit.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
talk
true.
to my parents about getting a car.
I need to get a driver's license before I get a car.
Oh, wait, no. We made you illegally drive for that. Never mind. Aisha said, oh, wait, no, we made you illegally drive for that. Never mind.
Well, it's not
We're
hard
gonna
to. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say we're gonna bus.
Yeah, it's not hard to get around that. It's not hard to get around the city during the evening. You just go to a bus stop and wait for the local bus to show up. So after a little bit of time, you end up in the neighborhood where that building was that you had all fought the cultist at. You arrive at the building to find that the front door of the building has been taped up. Apparently that it is not, people aren't allowed inside right now. There's caution tape up and a sign that says no admittance.
I think they had a leak.
Yeah, serious water damage.
This was a given property, wasn't it?
Yeah, so they'll have to spend some money for cleaning it up, so there's a benefit. Let's do this first. I take out the soul crystal.
Make me a mysticism check.
I
Is
meant
it?
for the gloom gem
Go-
thing.
What's that?
I meant for like collecting.
Oh,
The
I
gloom.
thought you were looking for outside.
Yeah, no,
Okay, my bad.
I was ambiguous. My bad.
No worries. Okay.
Are they all up on the roof?
Sure, we're close enough from the ground.
How
No.
did we get on the roof? We can't like this.
Is there a fire
Fire
escape?
escape?
Let's make some investigation checks, shall we?
Can we all search or?
Everybody
way
can
up?
search.
On this side of my screen. There we go.
Nope, I saw nothing.
Okay, I won't use my D4 since Cat got something decent.
Got a
Which-
20.
Got it.
Whoa!
20. Heck yeah.
Times two. That's really funny.
Oh, you're right. What the heck?
That is wild. 5,
For
10,
those who
20.
can't see the screen, Melody rolled a 5. I rolled a 10. Cat rolled a 20.
That is
Everything's
hilarious.
doubled.
Well, Kat, the three of you start spreading out, looking for a way to get up onto this building. You circle around the back, walking through an alleyway towards the back of the building, and you do spot a fire escape going from the top of the building down. I kind of had a brain fart there for a second. Did you see that? The very bottom of the fire escape is on the second floor. There is a ladder that is attached to it, but it is pulled up. You can see it. It's about 10 feet above you. But it is there.
Are there any Faro garbage cans in the air? That was a very local reference, like a dumpster is what I'm talking about.
A dumpster. There is a dumpster, but it's not directly underneath it. It's down at the far end of the alleyway. You would have to push it and move it to get it up into the area.
Does the fire escape have a ladder at the bottom that if you're up there you can undo it and it comes down?
Yes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if one person gets up, then they can let it down for everybody else. Maybe.
Aisha
Aren't we all
looks-
small people? I was going to say
Yeah.
one of us could climb on somebody's shoulders, but I think we're all small people.
Well, it's only 10 feet. We're both at least 5.
I know, but can we hold up each other?
I have a strength score of 12.
Okay, mine's -1, so
Did I say 12? I meant 16.
Wow.
nice.
Aisha's strong. That's 10.
Oh, actually, mine's 10, so it's 0, but still.
Aisha looks at Kat, looks at Melody, blushes, and then looks back at Kat and goes, get on my shoulders.
Who on your shoulders now?
You.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, I'll
You're
climb
gonna-
up on your shoulders.
You're gonna hop up there, Miss Dance Lady.
She's
Just
pretty good at acrobatics and
Okay.
athletics check.
athletics.
So let's think about mechanics here. You are sitting on top of Aisha's shoulders. Aisha, you're a 5 nothing. Kat, you're 5 something, I think.
She's standing on my shoulders like a cheerleader.
Yeah, you'd have to stand up.
You can certainly try to do that.
I forget how tall Kat is.
Yeah,
5'4".
You're 5'4". Okay, so Aisha gets down.
Okay.
Kat,
if Kat does a
gonna-
run, kind of jumps off of Aisha somehow, or I don't know. That's not going to work.
I think just straight jump.
Just climb up on top and jump up.
I could
now.
stand behind Kat and just hold her back as she's. Well, I guess it'd be the back of her legs.
Mm-hmm.
No, Paul.
And you're kind of using
You
the
said it was
wall.
10 feet up. Wait, did you? Okay, did I mishear? You said it was 10 feet
10
up,
feet
right?
up.
Yeah, it's 10 feet up.
Yeah.
But we're not on your head.
Yeah. So you can make a foot jump up
Probably.
my shoulders. That was my idea.
Okay.
So
Oh, it's a vision
I haven't said
higher.
anything about jumping yet. I'm just working out the mechanics of you doing this. So, Melody is going to stand behind Aisha while Kat, you're going to have to crouch down so Kat can get on your back. And then you're going to have to stand up, and then she's going to have to stand on to your shoulders. I'm going to allow that you can use the wall as a brace, and Melody holding your legs, your calves, should be at least enough balance to allow you to stand up. But what you're going to have to do first is make an acrobatics check, or I guess athletics check.
Yeah, athletics dex.
Yep. This is going to be an athletics dex.
16.
Okay, so with the 16, yeah, you're kind of wobbling a little bit, but you're using the wall to support you as you stand up, and you can stand up. The top of that rung of the ladder is basically within fingertips reach of you. It's kind of to the side, so it's not like directly underneath you if you're using the wall for support. So you're going to have to kind of jump to grab it. I need another athletics check from you using Dex.
Is there anything I can roll to help?
No, there isn't, because
Okay.
you have to stand perfectly still for her to pull this off.
Cool.
I got a 15, but am I able to use my the bond dice to add to it, or?
Yeah, you can.
It's a D4, I believe. 3, so 18.
18. Hey, that was your DC. You jump. You kind of stand there and you kind of jump backwards, reaching for that rung. You grab the rung, and you're hanging there now, just hanging. Unfortunately, the ladder does not go down with your weight. It seems like it is locked in place. So now you're going to have to do another athletics check, but this time use strength to pull yourself up.
Not so good with strength. I will try.
Just roll a regular D20 since it's +0, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yep.
but you're proficient in athletics, so
Yup.
So that would be a D20 plus 2.
or 3.
Or 3,
3.
whatever.
Let
3,
me
yeah.
just change it. No, it's not gonna work. I think athletics is my the thing that I have the extra thing on. I forget what that was.
Oh, the mastery.
Is it
Yeah, the mastery.
Yeah.
Okay,
you're-
so you get.
Okay, so that's be plus 4.
4.
Oops, I just hit athletics. So it'd be
Subtract
minus.
Just minus.
I was trying to change something and I accidentally hit
That's fine. So it's instead of a plus 8, it's a plus 4.
minus 3.
Yeah.
It's a minus
20.
3
Or minus 3. Okay.
because my
So
dex is 3.
that's still a 20.
Nice.
So you have to heave and pull, but you are able to pull hand over hand up this ladder and get up to the first level of the fire escape. You heave your leg over the bar, get onto the other side. Give me an investigation check real quick.
Oh boy. All this and then end up failing? I hope not. Ooh, 20.
20. You examine the locking mechanism on the ladder. It seems like it's just a simple pull thing that's holding it in place. So you give it a yank, and it pops, and you are able to lower the ladder down so your two friends can climb up behind you.
I try to lower it so it doesn't go bang to the
Well, it doesn't go
On the
all the way
ground.
to the
Oh, it
ground
doesn't all go
anyway.
down? Okay.
Yeah, it does not go all the way
try
down.
not to make too much noise, but so it goes down so they can climb the ladder up.
It goes down far enough that they can easily climb up it, but it doesn't hit the ground. Good
That
job.
went so much better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, because Ash was rolling like a demon.
Yeah. That was also in character. Aisha starts climbing up.
Now that you're on the fire escape, you are able to make your way up to the top level. I think it was like a 7-story building or something like that. Anyway, you get to the very top level, and it stops at the top window on that level. Still well below the roof. The roof would then be another... So yeah, from your height where you're standing right now on the fire escape, the very top of the roof, where the ledge is 15 feet above you.
How do we get up there? That's the question now.
What is on the other side of the window?
Empty
Curtains.
apartment?
Closed curtains.
Okay.
But if this place is condemned.
If you want to, you can make an investigation check, see if you can see anything through the crack.
Yeah. Wow. The dice love me today. That's a 4.
It's pitch black inside.
15 feet.
What are you looking into?
The window.
Window.
Oh.
Above
Is
the
the
table.
window closed tightly or is it open?
Oh.
But
Any
I want
chance
to
the
break
window's
into an
open?
apartment. If it's like a hallway, like if it's an apartment, I don't want to do it regardless of how open that window is. But if it's a hallway, it's a hallway. Who cares about that? Give them to the bad guys. Hallways are fine.
Probably an apartment. But if it's open, you can kind of move the curtain and peek in. But I wouldn't count on it being open. Oy.
Okay, 15 feet up.
Are you checking the window, or
We'll check the window. I'll check the window. What do I do?
that's an investigation check as well?
Investigation.
Mhm.
It's 11.
You check the window. It does appear to be locked. Like you get your hands on the edge and kind of tug, and it doesn't move. You can see on the inside that it has one of those turning latches that are just turned in place, so blocking it from lifting up.
Me. Don't want to break somebody's window. And chances are the apartment, well, I guess if it is the fire escape, maybe it is a hallway, but I would guess it's an apartment. Unless we go back down and go through the front door. Unless you have an idea of how to get up here. Anyone have climbing gear?
What if... I'm gonna check. And we'll even go down and check the dumpster too. I'm gonna check for some rope. Just in the area.
Okay.
You're
Or
climbing
anything that
back
could be
down?
used.
Yeah. If I have to.
I want to climb all the way to the top.
Well, we got to
We
the
are
top.
at the top, but it's not. It's 15
Oh.
feet from the roof.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And all
that's
there
why I
is
was
a window.
Sorry, I was goofing around in chat, so I missed some of that.
Yeah, sorry. So the top level, you're on the fire escape. There's the window to be let in the building, and then the very top of the roof, the ledge, is 15 feet above the standing level you're on the fire escape.
Okay. So we can't get to the roof, basically.
Hoping it went all the way up. There has to be a way. How did the cultists get up there? Fly?
There's so many ways they could have got up there. They have magic.
Helicopter?
But yeah, that was a declared action. I want to try and look around, climb back down even, and try and find some rope.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're making your way down to the ground level, and you're going to start looking for some rope. Another investigation check.
I'm gonna add my bond die. 15.
15.
Yay!
So you don't find specifically rope, but you find something that could theoretically be used as rope. You find an old garden hose thrown in the dumpster, kind of laying on the top of it.
Perfect. How long is it?
Garden hoses usually like 50 feet, I think.
Cool. That's what I assumed, but
Yeah.
awesome.
That's,
I'm gonna.
I'm sure they're like 10 feet ones and 20 foot ones, but
yeah.
we'll just be, let's say 50.
I'm gonna round it up on my arm and then climb back up. And I want to look for a place to, like, I'm gonna tidy end and try to look for a place to lasso it onto.
Well, I will point out you're looking up over a ledge. So this is going to be a high DC. Roll
I'm
me.
gonna fail miserably.
Yeah. Roll.
Do you think
I guess
the
that's
Wanderer
perception.
could help?
Perception?
Mhm.
Yeah, 5.
Honestly, you can't see anything but the sky above. Like you don't even like you can remember a little bit about this building from the time you were there. There was like a big O refrigeration unit over there somewhere. There was the like one of those little it almost looks like a shed with a door, but it's actually the stairs going down into the building itself. There's like a few other things, so you know there's like some things that are sticking out, but you can't see them for shit.
Wani-chan, please come help.
Oh, hey, here I am. What's up, Aisha?
Could you pull this up onto the roof and secure it somewhere, please?
Oh, wow, that looks kind of heavy, but yeah, I can try. The cat flies over and grabs onto the thing. I need you to make me. Oh God, what kind of check is this? This is a persuasion check, I think.
Okay.
I think Aisha has pretty good friendship with the Wanderer too.
Yeah, what is your friendship with the Wanderer? Just curious.
My social link with the Wanderer, I put it in this side. Wait, the Herald. 24.
24. Okay, good to know.
Persuasion. That's not 20.
Wow.
26.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Wanderer flies over, grabs onto the twisted, tied up end of the hose, digs his claws into it, begins flapping his little dragon wings, and surprisingly enough, it lifts up. You see him fly over the edge a little bit. The hose continues to get longer and longer and longer above there, and then suddenly you see a jerk, or you feel a jerk, and then the Wanderer flies back over to the ledge and says, I found something. There's actually a big metal pipe that was sticking straight up. It was really easy to loop it over. Give it a tug.
Thank you.
All my strength.
Yank. It's taut. It's tight.
Thank you. This will make cleaning up that gloom so much easier.
Oh yeah, we definitely need to do that. I'll stick around to help out with that. So yeah. Good luck with your climb.
Thanks.
I think we should go one at a time.
Yeah.
No more than one person on the hose at a time.
Oh, this was my dumb idea, so I'll go first.
The Wanderer is just flapping there, watching. Athletics
catch
check.
if you fall.
Strength athletics.
fall.
14.
14. Without issue. It's a little bit of a challenge. You kind of strain a little bit doing this. Like you haven't really climbed a rope in a while, but you got the bricks there to plant your feet against, and you just kind of do the Adam West hand over hand up the wall to reach the top. 14 was the DC.
Oh.
Okay. Need one from the rest of you. Strength athletics check.
No way we can work into doing dex for it.
Wouldn't that be nice? That would be so nice.
I say, Cat, you're up. Good luck.
Oh boy.
You still have like a +5 on this roll.
I'm just gonna roll and it'll be -3 to the roll. Nope. It's 10.
That's a 10. That is a failure.
I did good anyway.
You're climbing up there, but like you're having a hard time getting grip. You kind of slip and skid your knee a little bit on the concrete, or not the concrete, the bricks, and you just slide down the hose.
Ow, this thing's not easy to climb. You want to try Melody? Aisha made it look easy.
I look at Kat's knee and then my knee-high socks, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna get ruined.
Roll them down. Climb up, then put them back up.
Okay. No, I'm gonna keep them up because better my socks than my skin.
You can do it.
Strength athletics check.
I don't add anything, so I'm just gonna roll a d20.
Go for it.
Oh. No.
Take a point of damage, both of you.
Is there like
That would be student damage, right?
Yeah. Which technically like heals up very quickly, but still for a
Yeah.
moment it stings.
is there like a way I can help by like bracing the rope or something, like pulling as they're climbing?
Wrap it around us and you pull up the rope and then
I mean, you could certainly try if you wanted to.
What I want is this game doesn't have the help action, right?
I still have another bond die, but yeah, that wouldn't have helped with a 10.
You also have a point
I
of
would have had to get
inspiration.
a 4. I do have a point of inspiration. This is not my strong suit. Strength.
It would just be me doing the roll if we did that.
So yeah, if you were to like tie a loop at the bottom of the tube and you pull them up, then it would be a strength check for you, but the DC is going to be harder because it's you pulling up another person.
But if you're
Okay.
also trying to climb at the same time.
Yeah, 'cause it's kind of hard to help somebody 15 feet away. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Can we do
wanna pull up
both
Melody?
climb and be pulled up?
Yeah, kind of like put your legs on the wall and kind of.
Just to make the check easier, the pulling up check, because it wouldn't have to be as far.
You know what? I'll allow that. I'll use I'm going to use a Pathfinder rule here. Basically, if you're trying to assist Aisha pulling you up, like by using your feet to walk up it and to brace yourself against that, what's going to happen is I'm going to have you make. I think for this it'll be athletics dex because you're using your feet. You're trying to be agile. With this, so you're gonna make an athletics dex check, and your DC is going to be a 15. If you can make that check, Aisha is going to get a +2 circumstance bonus using those Pathfinder words for her check. That work for y'all?
Okay. Yeah. I can go first, I guess. Oh, I got a 17.
17. Nice. So, Aisha, you're going to get a +2 on this strength check.
Strength athletics?
Yes, strength
Okay, it doesn't
athletics.
matter.
Yeah.
I don't have proficiency in athletics.
Ooh.
12.
Ugh. Unfortunately, it's just you're not able to do it. Like even with Melody kind of helping you, like Melody apparently weighs more than she looks. Let's just put it that way.
I'm only 5'2".
It's the roller skates.
No, it's
Yeah,
my
it's the
boots.
roller skates. She forgot to take off the roller skates.
Obviously, they're Heelys, and you always have them in your.
Mm,
No wonder I
Mhm.
fell off the wall.
that's hilarious. So one of you are up. The other two having some difficulty.
Is Aisha able to collect all the gems for us?
No, unfortunately, the three of you need to be together to collect the gems.
And we're able to
Maybe you
collect for
should try to
Salem.
get up.
You should be able to get this. Like, you still have your normal is a +8, so like a +5.
I will try to climb again. I will try.
See?
Nice.
Minus
crit.
3 to that.
Yeah.
But you crit.
Like
A natural 20.
Yeah, no, it's a dex roll, so you don't have to remove
Oh, this is a dex.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But if I try myself to climb,
That's a nat 20. I'm gonna say that the nat 20 lowers the DC quite a bit for this. So Aisha, make your athletics check, but
Okay.
you only need to hit a 12.
this is. Come on, 9 or higher. I mean, I thought Kat had declared that she wanted to.
yeah, I thought I was just climbing this
Oh.
time.
Well, if you're so you're just climbing.
Yeah,
That's why I said minus 3.
Oh, I thought.
I'm like, that didn't work with the.
You know what, fuck it. I'm going to allow it. That's a nat 20. If you said you're actually climbing and I just misheard, then sure, why not? You're able to climb up there just fine.
Okay, so after they're both up there, I just wrap the bottom of the hose around me and go ding ding,
Can we
waiting
both
for the
try
two
to
of them
pull?
to pull me up.
we can do this together.
But can we both pull Melody?
Yes,
Yeah.
the two of you can work together to pull Melody. So, Kat's going to give Aisha the help action to give you advantage on the roll. Melody, make your athletics dex check. See if you can assist in this.
I'm using my D6. Wait, what do we even need to assist? I can't remember.
Well, you needed a 15.
Yeah.
Oh, that wouldn't be enough. Never mind. So I just can't assist.
Yes, you just can't assist. So the two of you are working together to try to pull Melody over the edge. And unfortunately,
Cool. So
she is not
I'll,
helping at all. Those damn
roll
rollerblades.
You have advantage. 14?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you needed? Wasn't it a 14?
No.
I don't know.
No, unfortunately, it wasn't.
Oh my gosh. Can I succeed with the what's it called? With I can't remember what it's called. Where you succeed with the problem and just take an exhaustion point or something.
Yeah, I think
So
this
I
is
can
probably
assist.
a good time with that. That's probably a
you
good
can
time to
get
use
that.
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take an exhaustion and just push myself up there.
I think that's actually probably what would happen regardless. Because
I would have done that
Yeah.
if I had known. I was a mechanic. I
Yeah,
forgot.
it's a mechanic. I just forgot what it's called. Succeed with something.
Complication.
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, I remember.
We
what
kept
you're-
trying until eventually Melody
until
made
eventually
it up.
succeeded, which yeah, exactly. It took a while. It took like way longer than it should have to get up on top of the roof, but eventually the three of you have managed to make it to the top. And I think that's probably a good time to go on break.
Yeah.
So we'll be back in about 10 minutes, folks. Stay tuned. It's going to get fun. Howdy, everybody. We are back. And I'm like lagging here for some strange reason. What's going on with that? Okay, well, that's weird. Seem to be laggy.
Oh, I forgot.
Seem okay on this end.
Yeah, it's the
Looks
it's on OBS and on Twitch that I seem to be lagging. Okay, it looks. Did he catch up? I can't tell. Anyway, it'll be all right. Anyway, we are back, everybody, more or less, and we are on top of a roof now. The Magi-Knights managed to climb up finally, and one of them are exhausted, at least a little bit, but you're on the roof. The roof, as you can see it, is very damaged. There's a very large crack going across the top of it. You can see it's dry now, but you can see the damaged pipe that had burst, and you can see like the kind of where it's shredded a little bit there, and you can see fault lines going from the giant crack along the center of the roof, kind of spreading outward. It looks, hopefully, weight-bearing. Fortunately, you don't have to get too close to use your to collect your gloom gems. All you do is pull out the gloom gem crystal and focus and draw it in. So you don't have to get too close, like I said. Now, let's look at what you actually need to do to collect your gloom gems. The way gloom gems work, for those of you who are just now tuning in and haven't really seen too much of this, is that everybody who is either an outsider or possessed by the outsider's magic have residual energy, spectral energy left there. And the Magi-Knights draw it in using their gloom crystal to create gloom gems, which they can then use as a kind of currency to either build shards of power or have the Wanderer build shards of power for them, or to use to invest in making their own weapons and armor more powerful. Every creature has a spectral rating, and it's represented in dice. Now, for the battle that you all fought in, you fought the three minor summoned creatures, the three spectral outsiders. You defeated 3 of the cultists. 2 of them managed to escape, and you were able to take down the big guy. Which means that what we have to do is we have to roll 3d4, 3d6, and 1d8. I'll put that into chat so you can look at it. Now, unfortunately, there's only the 3 of you today, so you're going to have to just decide how you want to divide these dice up. But I'm going to need everybody to roll some dice, and then we add them together, and that's going to be our gloom gems.
I'll do the singular
a
D8.
4 and a 6.
Okay, and then the others, we can each just take one.
Yeah. Each of us just do a grouping.
Each of us do a grouping?
Yeah.
Well, just tell me which one to do.
Do the 3d4.
Oh, okay. So I should do the all 3d6?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, those are all pretty great rolls.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty decent spread right there.
Yeah. I listened to my heart, and my heart was right.
Okay, now, if somebody is proficient in mysticism, they can re-roll one of those numbers.
That's me, but I don't know if I want to.
You could
Well-
reroll the 2. If we lose
Yeah.
one gloom gem, it's not a big deal, but we could gain 1 or 2.
All right. Do I re-roll it or cat? I can't remember.
You re-roll it, because you're the one who has the mysticism proficiency.
Oh,
okay,
well.
sorry.
Well, it went down by 1, but, you know, them's the breaks. Now I'm looking up, where is gloom gem?
Is this our first time getting gloom gems since we switched sheets? Because I forgot to copy mine over apparently, but I still have my old sheet.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, we haven't not gained
Okay.
any.
Okay.
It officially became a thing.
All right, I'll have to check my old sheet for it then.
Rooms are so expensive.
Yep.
Are
They're crazy expensive. Can't afford anything yet.
31. So it's 174.
Did you say we got 31?
Yeah. 15
I don't know.
plus 9 plus 7. 15 plus 9 is 20. 4, and then 6, 31, 31.
and don't
Thank you.
Don't you
I don't know if there's
multiply it based on your reputation?
Oh,
Oh, I
I'm
can't
trying
remember.
to find it.
Let's
It's
check.
It's in chapter 8.
Mm. Mm. Gathering gloom gems, 109.
Yeah, it's page 109 where it says gathering gloom gems.
okay.
It says add up
How
the
did-
total on all dice revealed and multiply the total by 1 plus reputation level. Oh, so we multiply by 2.
oh yeah, because our reputation level's 1.
Yeah, because it's 1 plus rep.
I keep looking at initiative thinking it's going to be our rep value, but rep's up on the upper bar.
So we actually get 62 gloom gems.
Nice.
Calculator.
Okay, 143, so it's 205.
Calculator.
You said it was on 108? I'm on 108.
109.
109.
Oh,
Did I
there
say
it
the
is.
wrong one? Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
How much was it? 60.
61.
62, right? After multiplying?
Yeah, 62.
Yeah, 62. And yes, Salem will gain that 62 as well. You see the Wanderer there has a gloom crystal in their mouth, and they say, "Okay, I got it too for Salem. Salem sent me over here to help out, so I'm going to take these back over to them. Well, I'll have to wait until they come out of that damn bookstore again. They're still in there, by the way. Did I mention that? And I still can't get in there. It's so frustrating.
It's a weird
Maybe.
place.
It really is. Anyway, I'm going to go deliver these to Salem. So call me if you need me." And
Thank you so much.
the Wanderer disappears.
Before we go down, we should maybe do one last, I don't know, see if there was anything left behind we didn't notice in the rain.
Yeah, I wanted to
repairs
try
up
to find the
anything, but-
dagger. Sorry. What were you saying?
I was just saying they probably cleaned up, but we
Maybe
can
not.
check.
Yeah, I
What?
wanted to try to find the dagger again now that the sun is up because I couldn't find it before because it was too dark.
A giant puddle and
It's only been
Yeah.
9 hours. They've probably just locked it off and said, we'll deal with this later.
Yeah.
maybe not. We don't know. Evil never sleeps.
Evil.
So do we
never
do an
sleeps.
investigation?
Yep, that's going to be an investigation check.
Ooh, I got a 21. I'm specifically looking for the dagger.
That's just looking for anything there is to find, and she's not doing very well at it. This time Kat had the lowest score.
Well, Aisha and Kat looking around don't find anything, unfortunately. Melody, you kind of are getting closer to that crack and you're looking down around it and you can see something in the gloom. that kind of looks cylindrical. You go over and reach it in, and you do find a dagger.
Sweet. Okay, I put it in my other boot because I keep the other dagger in one of my boots.
Do they match?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. Do they?
Refresh my memory. Who did you get the dagger from previously?
It was
that
from
Mr. Sticky?
Mr.
Yeah,
Sticky?
it was from Mr. Sticky, and
Okay.
I
Then
have
yes.
a description of it.
And the
it's
answer
black with
then...
a red gem. Sorry.
Nope. Sorry. Then the answer is yes. Yeah, it does look almost identical. There are slight differences in like the shape of the blade, but apart from that, it's identical.
Okay.
Mr. Sticky was at the power plant, and we know that they're trying to get the power plant. So I'm assuming that he worked for get them.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he was the cultist that got zapped. I should have asked all the cultists, are you Mr. Sticky?
I don't know
I
if
don't
you
think
want
they
to.
would have liked it.
He heard me call him that, so he might recognize the name.
Yeah, I don't think we want to identify our student personae while in Magi-Knight form.
Oh, that's true.
But yeah, we were just students at the time.
Yeah. Why do you wouldn't let me transform?
Well, now you have a matching set of cultist daggers.
Yes.
It's a new collection. How many daggers is Melody gonna have by the end of this?
Well, as you're finishing up here on the roof, Melody shows you all the dagger and puts it away in her boot. You begin making your way back towards the fire escape where your hose rope has been attached at. As you do, there is a sound of a crack. I need everybody to roll roll to resist a dex check.
So it's just like a roll straight dex, right?
Unless you have the proficiency in it, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I have proficiency in dex. So I would roll the dex and add a +3 for proficiency. +3. I didn't add the 3 to that. Oh, well, the roll to resist is there. Okay, so it is there.
Okay. So you rolled a 26, Aisha rolled a 22, and Melody rolled a 10. There is a sound. What's that?
Not 20 if it matters.
In this it doesn't, honestly.
I got a nat 20 too.
Yeah. You both got nat 20s. That's pretty awesome. So you hear this sound like a crack. The two of you jump back, just jump as you hear this, and you see a boom, little bit of a pop at your feet of the concrete of the roof. Rocks go flying everywhere. Melody, unfortunately, was not paying attention at the time and is struck in the shoulder by... At first, it almost feels like a bee sting that just blossoms with pain. Fortunately, you're a Magi-Knight, so you have a very quick healing factor in your student form. But you look in horror, and you feel the pain of literally being shot. You're going to take a total of 3 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
How do you
Are you
all
okay?
react?
I jumped to her side and am kind of half holding her arm and half looking to see if we heard a popping.
You heard a popping sound, like a crack.
Can we tell where it came from?
So you're all just standing there looking around as
No,
Melody clutches her
no.
shoulder?
No, I'm ducking down
No.
so I don't get shot again.
Duck down, and are you okay, Melody?
Yeah, I would have jumped to Melody's side and half covered her with an arm,
Mm-hmm.
kind of deal.
You all pull
while,
each other
looking-
down and get low.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you do that, you hear a crack. Several more cracks, in fact.
Can we tell where they're coming from? Are they above us, or
Perception checks.
because if we're down and they're coming from above us, it's not going to help.
We traded places. Except I didn't get a nat 20, I got a 19.
Melody, you grit your teeth through the pain as you're holding your shoulder, which is bleeding quite freely. You look about, listening, trying to figure out the source of these clearly gunshots. Your mind first goes to James Ronan. It's kind of hard not to, but you pause and really think for a moment and then listen as more of those shots fire off. You realize that it's coming from the northeast. It seems to be coming from somewhere higher. You kind of scan. You risk for half a moment lifting your head up and scan the horizon. And there is several buildings that are taller than the one you're currently on. Most of which are more like several hundred feet away from where you are, but would make excellent snipers' nest.
Can I check and see if my soul crystal is glowing?
Mysticism check.
That's a pretty good roll for me. 12.
You look at your soul crystal. There is no glowing coming from it whatsoever.
Probably cultists that were watching this place.
Well, mundane cultist at that. This is a magic. It's a real bullet. I'll have to clean the wound after.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, we need to get down quick, and I point to the higher up buildings where I heard it coming from.
Is that the same direction as the
fire escape? Is it on the same side or opposite sides, or?
Not on the same side per se, but kind of close.
Would we have some shelter going to the fire escape than on the roof?
You if you kept low, you could make your way along the ledge to get to the fire escape. But the moment you go over the wall to drop down on it, you will be exposed again.
Okay.
Okay, so it's we're on the southeast. It's on or on the southwest. It's on the east, and they're northeast.
Yeah, so the bullets are being fired from the northeast. The fire escape itself is directly north.
Okay.
Our only options: run for the fire escape or go down the hole.
Don't know.
Or there's also there is a door that leads to a stairwell going down into the building too. There is that. You haven't really messed with it at all, but it is there.
How close is it compared to the hole that we're directly beside?
So the big crack in the floor, you mean?
It's a big crack enough.
Yeah, there's a big crack
through?
in the floor. It's not big enough to get through. It's only about maybe 1.5 feet wide, but it is a stress point, and it is broken inward, so you can see down a little bit through it.
I was picturing a much more.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's just a big old crack that kind of goes along it.
Okay, I kind of pictured the middle of it being like a hole.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a hole. It's just a crack that Aisha started and is kind of broken and spread from there.
I just didn't know if it got worse, like something caved in the meantime.
Yeah,
with all
a
the
little
water.
bit, but it's just more starting to open.
Let's try the door.
Now the door is about 30 feet away from you to the southwest.
I want to kind of crawl so we're still down low
Mm-hmm.
to the door.
Why don't we just put you on a map so you can see really what it is you're looking at? Okay.
This episode's going to be called "The Girls No Good, Very Bad Investigation," right?
See, the hole on this map is big enough to fit a token through.
Well, okay, that's because it's a bad drawing on my part. It's just meant to show you where it is, but I just basically made it bigger. Anyway, down here to the southwest, like I said, you can see that there is that little slanting area where there is a door there. That's what we're using that for right now.
Where's the fire escape and where's the bullets coming from?
The fire escape is up here to the north, and the bullets are coming from the northeast this direction.
Okay.
So if we can get behind that vent thingy, they won't even be able to see us. Like
Awesome.
if we're ducked down.
Mm-hmm. Because that is about a 5 foot tall vent.
And the door is in the vent thingy.
The door is over here.
Let's spread out as we crawl. Don't give them a single target. Make them have to choose a name. Zigzag.
Zigzag. We probably all have, well, I think people have different speeds, so we'd be crawling at different speeds.
Well, we all have our speeds are the same as a student, I think.
Okay, we're all 30?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's not going to take... basically what I'm going to need you to do is make for me a stealth check. This is you keeping low, trying to sneak down to the pipe.
I got a 20, not 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I got a dirty 20.
I got a natural one.
Okay.
Ouch.
Melody and Kat are keeping very low and crawling their way to the pipe. Aisha, little more up for whatever reason. I'm going to need you to make a roll to resist Dex.
Cool. The reason is, if you know the secret, you will what happens in the world, and I'm thinking I'd rather get shot than them. That is a 18.
18, nice. Fortunately, you realize in time that you're kind of up a little too high, and you duck down just at the same time. Ping! A bullet hits the ground in front of you.
Faster.
You all hurry, and eventually you do make it down to the pipe itself. It's not hard to climb over it. It's only 5 foot, but you will have to stand up to make yourself exposed. So what I'm going to need the three of you to do is, as you're climbing over this, you're trying to do this as quickly as you possibly can. Give me an athletics dex check. Or strength, either or, honestly.
I'm getting shot.
That is doing like almost a flip over it.
Yeah.
They're calling this "The Girls No Good, Very Bad Investigation."
Yeah, seriously. Kat, you basically do a John Wick roll over this thing and make it to the other side. As for Melody and Aisha, give me those rolls to resist Dex.
Oh my gosh, we're both
Oh my
shots.
god.
What is this?
Yeah.
You don't need to have matching.
Aisha, you're taking 2 points of damage. Ooh, Melody.
Ow.
Seriously?
8 points of damage.
That's all I have left,
Ouch.
so I go down.
Melody, as she's climbing over, gets struck in the back, and she collapses on the pipe as as Aisha is climbing over. So what happens when you lose all your hit points in human form?
I know you take fractures. I'm trying to remember exactly how it works, so I'm checking.
Yeah. It's been we haven't had to cover this one before.
No, we haven't had it. Something new.
Trying to remember where it's at.
Tat has a first aid kit. I don't know if that helps.
I'm like halfway to trying to force the transformation and cast a healing spell.
Okay, it says if a Magi-Knight reaches 0 HP, this is on page 165. It says they first gain the exposed condition and take 1 fracture, but do not begin dying. Each time they would take lethal damage that would kill a normal mortal, they take an additional fracture up to a maximum of 7. And then after I get to 7, I'm assuming that's what that means, I will get the unconscious condition. So I can't remember what exposed means.
Exposed is a condition.
Oh, and if it's an invading evil that hit me, I automatically take 2 fractures instead of taking damage. But this is a gun, so
Yeah, this is a gun. It's not magic, so you're just taking the physical damage. I'm trying to find conditions.
It's at the end of chapter 12.
I just looked at the short version. Exposed. The only action you can take during your turn is a single free action. Your faltered speech is only audible within a 5-foot radius. You gain the prone condition and cannot be removed.
Okay, so I'm still conscious, just can't do anything, basically.
Cannot be removed through normal condition removing.
Okay. So Melody is down on top of the pipe. She coughs blood. You see the blood blossoming on her back.
Can we pull her down?
Yeah, I grab her and run.
Yeah, absolutely. You grab her, you pull her down to the other side.
And
when you do that, there is another ping right on the pipe where Melody was a second ago.
Is there anything I can do using the first aid kit and like medicine to help her?
Yeah, I think that's on the same page. Sorry, I just closed it 1 second.
Let's see. The exposed condition cannot be removed through normal condition removing effects such as cleanse.
It's in page 165, the saving a dying mortal. Let's see. This is for non-Magi-Knights, though. Let's see. Okay, it says if a Magi-Knight has proficiency in medicine, it can use a standard action to perform medical triage and must make a medicine skill check to stop. Oh, that's for non-Magi-Knight. Let's see. I think it just doesn't matter because I'm not bleeding out or anything, so I just have to wait to recover after the phase or by transforming. But we don't need, or we can't transform right now, so.
Well, so I'm going to say that in this instance, yes, you can make a medicine check using your first aid kit to stop the Melody's bleeding enough that she might be able to. You can drag her along with you at least.
Okay, because Kat doesn't have proficiency in medicine, but the first aid kit lets you to do medical triage without it. So she will try 15.
15. You take out
Band-Aid gauze.
the band-aids, the gauze, the tape, and kind of shove it all up onto Melody's back and press hard. Wrap tape around her. And at the very least, for the moment, like it's absorbing the blood.
And we will carry her if we have to the door.
Okay. I would like each of you to make for me. I think this is going to be athletics strength checks.
Oh boy, we're good at those. I have a -3.
So do I have like 1 HP right now, or just 0, and I'm able to move?
Right now, you're just 0, and technically you can't move. They're moving you along.
Oh, okay. So I'm not making the check then.
Yes, so you're not making the check.
Got an 8.
Oof.
8 and a 7.
It's difficult. You're pulling Melody, but the dead weight makes it really difficult, and you're getting closer and closer to the door. But I'm going to need each of you to make rolls to resist Dex again.
Since I'm lying on the ground, do I need to?
You do not.
Okay.
This is just the two of them. Okay, Aisha rolled a 4, Kat rolled an 18. Aisha, you did fail. You're going to take 1 point of piercing damage as a bullet zings past you and just clips you on the edge of your shoulder.
What are you doing, Aisha? I can't hear you.
Shut up.
Okay, you're getting closer and closer. You got to get to that door. I'm going to say that you managed to get to the door. You check the door. It's locked.
Of course it is.
Can I try and force a transformation?
You could pick lock it.
I'm angry. I'm okay if the Wanderer doesn't let me. I just, in character, that's what she would do.
I think right now the Wanderer is gone. You cry out, begging in your mind for a transformation. You hear the Wanderer call out, Aisha, you have 2 fractures of your soul crystal right now. Forcing a transformation would be extremely dangerous.
Kat, pick this lock. I'll try and distract them.
Kat will try to pick the lock. There's a lock on it that can be picked.
Mm-hmm. There is a lock that can be picked. Or you can just try to bash the door down if you wanted to, either or.
She will try to pick the lock first. If that doesn't work, we will try bashing. But our climbing didn't go so well, so we will try the coordination first.
Now, Aisha, you said you're going to try to make a distraction, right?
Yeah.
Give me a performance check.
Yeah. I'm okay at those.
And Kat, make me a stealth check.
Stealth?
Stealth first.
10.
Okay, good to note. Now give me your coordination check.
Can I add my bond thing to that check?
To the stealth check? Yeah. How many bonds you got left?
I have 2 total. I used 1.
Then yes, you can absolutely do that.
It doesn't give me much, but it might be a little bit. 11.
Okay, good to know. So
I was hoping for a 4. That maybe it'd be a little. So coordination. Come on. 25.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a 19.
Okay. So,
Not too stealthy, but
Aisha goes running. Describe for me how you're trying to draw attention away from the two of them.
I'm I imagine there's bits of broken debris and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Tossing them over, hopping my head up, but then quickly pratfalling parallel with the pipe.
Okay, interesting. I'm going to say with a 23, that is a success. You start doing this pratfalling kind of thing, and another shot does ring out right near you. They're definitely focusing on you as Kat climbs up and starts picking the lock. She is very visible, but fortunately with your 23 and the quickness of her picking that lock, whoever's doing the shooting is focusing more on you. You kind of raise your head up and do a wavy arm kind of thing, duck back down again, and just as another shot, boom, almost hits you but misses. Kat, you're able to pick the lock, and the door quietly clicks open. You look down into the stairwell. It is completely dark. By the light of... it is still technically daytime, so you've got some residual daylight left, and you can see that the stairs go down for about 15 or so feet before getting to a landing with another door.
There's another door, but at least we're out of the shots in here.
Have we all gone down this hallway now?
I just described what
just
Kat
go in.
saw. Are you?
Yeah, we need to go
bring
inside.
Melody inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more strength athletics check from the two of you to get to pull Melody into the stairwell.
I need to be a -3 to this roll. So 9.
Oof. Kat, give me a roll to resist dexterity.
$16.
16. You're able to pull Melody into the building and close the door just as ping! You see a bullet-shaped indent go through the door, but the door holds fast. And you are once again safe, for the moment at least, behind its steel door.
I'm gonna immediately try the downstairs door.
You hurry down to the next door. Check it. This one is not locked. It does lead to a hallway with a bunch of doors.
I'm going to just look for the stairwell sign or an elevator.
There is an exit sign at the far end of the hallway.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
We don't want to break into people's apartments. We just want to get away from whoever's shooting.
Okay. You pull Melody along. Kind of have her between the two of you, one arm over each. Melody, you're kind of half conscious of this, but you're also in a lot of pain right now.
Yeah.
The two of you are able to basically manhandle her down the hallway to look for a door. There is an elevator in the building. However, the elevator has a out of order sign on it. You have to go past that to reach the next stairwell, which does continue to lead down. There is emergency lighting in here, but otherwise it's pitch dark.
I'm assuming the water leak probably short-circuited things. No elevator for water. Okay, down we go.
keep going. We're just getting out of here.
We need to get out of here and get Melody to safety.
Yeah. Well, let's get to the bottom first, and then we'll figure it out from there.
It'd be helpful if the Wanderer helped us, but I think they're busy.
Knowing full well, I'm not gonna be able to do this because my system sucks. I wanna when we're on one of the stairwells, halfway down, take a moment to stop, catch your breath, and
check our crystals.
That would be a smart thing. I want to try and cast a spell in my student form.
Cast a spell?
I don't know if that's a thing. I can just roll a mysticism check that cannot succeed.
And knock yourself out. Roll a mysticism check.
Again, that's good for me. It's an 11.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're unable to cast a spell.
Yeah.
Can Kat just do while Aisha's trying to do that? Can Kat just check her crystal to see if there's any energy or something?
You can make a mysticism check,
which she's not very good at, but we shall see.
Is it a -2?
No, it's like a +2. So yeah, it's a 12.
12, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, your crystal is not glowing.
Okay, no outsiders. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah. Let's keep going. I got my breath again.
And then again, if there was outsiders, we might be able to transform and...
Let's just focus on getting out of here.
Yes. Do you need any bandages?
I'm fine.
Yeah, you're bleeding too. You've taken a couple hits as well.
Was Kat hit at all? I can't remember.
Yeah, Kat has scraped knees.
Okay.
That's it.
That's
Her last 1 hit point.
So a Kat with her scraped knees and Melody and Aisha with their bullet wounds continue to make their way down the stairs of this building. You are able to make it to the first floor without issue. Nobody, you don't see anybody at all in the hallways. All of them are dark. And there aren't any sounds coming from any of the apartments as you pass either, at least not that you've noticed.
Mm-hmm. If anyone's there, they're hiding.
Payphone in the lobby, is there?
Payphone in the lobby? It's 1996. Sure, why not?
Cool. I want to call a cab.
Okay. Yeah, 1996, there's always phone books near a payphone, which you do see on the first floor next to the wall of mailboxes that's always indented into the wall. You pick it up, put a quarter in, you find the number for a local cab company, and call a cab. That's not difficult. It's going to cost you 1 budget tally to pay for this cab.
Yeah.
The front door is a glass door with a bar over it, to push. You can see it from where you're standing calling this cab. You can see that the door leads to the street beyond, but there is that tape over it saying caution, no admittance, that sort of thing. You can see it through the door.
Yeah. It's got a little awning before it goes right out onto the street. Mm-hmm. I want to have us wait outside, but in that awning.
Okay. You go over to the door and check it, and it is locked as well.
Locked from the inside?
On the inside, there is just a single padlock or a single keyhole with one of those pushed out key things. You saw the opposite side had the same thing, so it doesn't actually have like a turn or anything. It has to be opened, unlocked by a key on either side.
Oh, annoying. No. I will pick it or try to. 15.
15.
Are you glad
That's
you're a lockpick now?
Yeah, that's a success. Using bobby pin and a paper clip, you get in there. Pick. Easy.
Hot wired cars picking locks.
You're our secret rogue.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Try not to break the tape if we can when we get out.
But you opening the door definitely pushes the tape off.
Oh no.
Whatever.
Oh well. Well, they know whoever was shooting knows somebody was here.
There are going to be gun casings on the roof.
Yes, and there's the hose hanging from the
There's
roof.
a hose hanging from the side. I wasn't concerned about the tape at this point.
And the fire what do you
The
call
fire
it?
escape
Thing was
down.
pulled down, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's just get out of here.
It takes about 15 minutes for the cab to arrive. I kind of imagine those 15 minutes are nerve-wracking as you all stand underneath that awning, hoping to not be seen. Give me stealth checks, each of you.
Oh boy. Why didn't we get the cab a block away?
Well, I don't want to walk.
Move?
Like being out in the open and having to go to like another location sounds more dangerous in my mind.
Can I use my inspiration to re-roll?
Yes, you can.
I figured that might be a good time to re-roll. 14 is better than 9.
That definitely is. The three of you huddle there, tucked in close to one another, trying to stay underneath the awning, not let any parts of your body stick out from where somebody high above might see it. And you wait there for 15 minutes until eventually a yellow cab comes pulling up. By this time, the sun is beginning to set over the horizon. It is starting to get dark, but that cab pulls up and kind of honks, and you see the dude inside. He looks like Danny DeVito. He waves at you. The three of you run over to the cab as quickly as you can, throwing those doors open, jumping inside. One of you yells, "Go, go, go!" The guy kind of freaks out at all this, hits the gas just as you're pulling the doors close, and the cab speeds away.
Well, isn't Melody is semi-conscious, and we all have blood on us by this point?
He wouldn't have noticed this fact until afterwards, but like you see him, like Melody is next to whoever's in the back seat. Melody kind of got thrown in there. The guy moves the mirror, and you can see him looking at you, and he's like, "Hey, what happened to all of you?"
How about you bring us to my address and I hand him a second budget tally's worth of money and say, ask less questions.
He looks at the money, looks at you, looks at the two girls in the back seat and says, "Fair enough." Turns around and doesn't say a single thing to you all for the rest of the drive.
That is okay.
You managed to pull up in front of your building. Where do you live again, Aisha? Is it a skyscraper?
It's like a house that's like pretty impressive. In close to the park.
Okay, it's a house. Got it.
Yeah.
So a pretty big, expensive-looking house. Not quite as opulent as Melody's, but still up there.
Yeah, a lawyer and a lawyer live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they have.
Place.
Yeah, so probably a brownstone more than anything else.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess. You pull up in front of the brownstone. The cab idles the car as the three of you climb out. You hear him kind of muttering a curse as he looks back and sees the blood on his back seat from the three of you. But you are able to pull drag Melody out from the cab and into your house. Or you can...
Cat will just say, clean it quickly before it dries.
That's true. You would know that as a nurse's daughter.
True. That cab...
Doctor, even better.
Even better. That cab dries off the moment the three of you are out of the car. Straight up, just gone. And the three of you are left standing there on the sidewalk outside of Aisha's place. Kat, you and Aisha are going to have to kind of help carry Melody inside. And I imagine by the time you get Melody into the kitchen, she has regained consciousness once again. And the blood is probably starting to stop as your magical healing begins to take effect. About how long does it technically take for you to heal in student form? I can't remember.
I think it's when the phase changes.
Yeah, so it's basically like, okay. So so basically in about an hour or so from now is when the phase technically changes. So the three of you are there in the living room. Fortunately, nobody's home right now, Aisha, but some of the serving staff. One of them will pop in to see who's there. But
I'm not that rich.
I'm sure there's at least somebody there who works at the house. No?
Maybe one housekeeper.
Sure. Okay, we'll go with that. Why not? Who comes in to check on you? You kind of shoo them away a little bit, and so the three of you are able to be relatively alone while Melody begins, and you as well, begin to heal up over the course of an hour as the evening fully sets in.
As soon as we get in my house and the sense of danger leaves, all of the pain I've been feeling goes through my face at that exact moment. All the adrenaline is gone, and I'm letting myself feel the pain that I was trying to ignore.
And how badly is Aisha hurt?
Oh, pretty bad. She lost 3 HP from bullet wounds. At least as bad as when I cracked my shin.
Okay.
Yeah, it says that I restore half my total SHP at the end of the phase.
Okay. So at the end of that phase, as we get into our patrol phase, you do begin to start healing up in your student form. It's enough that it pushes the bullet out of your body, and you can see that the wound is starting to knit together. It's not fully complete yet. Obviously, you only regained half your hit points, but you are conscious. You are somewhat healed. You're no longer bleeding or in any danger of dying. So,
and Aisha and Kat heal as well.
Yes, Aisha and Kat heal as well. You heal fully, Kat, because you only had a scraped knee. Aisha, you heal half your hit points, so you're basically healed up too.
Yeah. I dole out rocket ice lollies.
I say thank you. I never felt that close to death before.
Sorry you had to.
I didn't expect to get shot at.
Me neither.
That was a weird turn of fate, wasn't it?
You could say I'm not scrolling up, but a number on a D100 and then a number on a D12 kind of turn of fate.
Was that the coin?
Yeah.
Rolling for what was going to attack us?
Who knows? What do you do? What are the thoughts that go through your mind as you're waiting?
Aisha is consistently apologizing to both of them. In her head,
Why?
it was her idea So that makes it her fault.
We all went there. We needed to get the gems.
Yeah, and if we'd waited too long, we wouldn't have been able to get them, so...
We did get a lot this time. And we got some information, maybe. Maybe Salem can test that knife for fingerprints. That seems like something they know how to do.
I hope Salem found something in the bookstore.
We can find out what the cultists' human identities are.
Yeah. So that was like, those were like definitely Giffen goons, right? Like,
Yeah.
is there a question? Yeah. Yeah.
That was shooting at us?
Yeah.
Likely.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet that the buildings that were possibly be shooting at us probably are owned by Giffen.
I'm 80% sure that entire subdivision is all owned by Giffen Development at this point. I have no information that says that. That's just what my heart says.
Still, I'm not happy that we had to give up all the info we found. All the evidence.
That's okay. We were never gonna be able to take them down through.
No,
normal
not
means.
through that, but still. Would have been nice to hurt the rep somehow.
We still have a patrol after this.
Are you guys up for a patrol?
Was pretty rough.
I mean, what if we just took one night off? Would that be the end of the world?
I wouldn't be against that.
What's
I will randomly check my crystal on the way home. See if anything comes up. Other than that, I think we're all exhausted and we need some time. Yesterday was a lot. And then tonight.
You guys could have dinner here and stay here tonight if you wanted. And maybe Salem will show up later at some point.
Is the bookstore closed or is Salem still at the bookstore? I wonder if Salem made friends with Ronan.
Yeah, I'd be okay with staying here. I just need to go home early enough to grab my other uniform because I definitely could not wear this one tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. I might have a couple spare also that both of you can try.
Well, if mine could be washed and dried, I could wear it again. It's a little dirty, but it's not too bad.
Repair? This might be a question mark for Kira.
Yeah.
Magi-Knight clothes do, but not your student ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cat didn't get shot, so she doesn't have bullet holes.
I can just say this was from a shoot. And
It's fake bullets.
Fake bullets that made holes in your clothes.
And
was
left
from a
blood.
shoot. It's
It was for a music video.
Hana does not remember how to make fake blood, but this character would.
Strawberry syrup.
We were trying something out for a new video. For your big comeback.
For the culture festival.
A minute, there's bullet holes and blood for the cultural festival.
It's a little metal. What can I say? That's kind of true. But yeah.
the night eventually wears on. Skipping out on a patrol phase and just hanging out at Aisha's house, that is going to allow you all to get a good night's rest. So that's good at least.
I think we need one.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Well, I think that's probably a good place to end things for this evening, then. Haggard, full of bullet holes and kind of bloody still, the three of you all decide to camp out at Aisha's house before getting ready for school the next day. So, yeah. Let me see here real quick. I think that's where we're going to end things. We'll talk about sleep off camera, and we'll just start things off where we in the morning the next day, and the next time we play. Which actually, I think we're going to be getting close to. I'm going to have to find out whether or not we're getting close to that or not. But hopefully, here in the next couple episodes, we will have our new player joining us. So that should be a lot of fun. But anyway, well done, everyone, Magi-Knights. You survived. You survived me doing the recap. Good job. See, it wasn't so bad now, was it?
It was fun. Most of the stuff that was go was just the dice hate us. And that was true no matter what.
The dice do not like us in walls.
Yeah. This is true. But hey, you made it, so good job. And thank you to everyone. What's that?
Walls and bullets.
Walls and bullets. That's right. Maybe that's going to be the name of the episode. Anyway, thank you to everyone who watched this evening. We very much appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us. Come back in 2 weeks to find out what happens to our Magi-Knights after getting shot at. It's going to be crazy. Well, as always, I like to go around the table and have everybody tell us who they are and where we can find them on the internet. Normally, I start with whoever did the recap, but I did the recap, so we'll just go alphabetically today. Aisha, you go first.
Oh, alphabetically by character. Hi, I was your Aisha for today. My name is Hana. You can find me everywhere on the internet that matters, plus X, at Destiny Trail INC. Summer Games Fest is next week. I'm anticipating Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. If that doesn't happen, you'll see 100 tweets of me crying about it. So look forward to that.
You can only hope. Kat, you're next.
Hello, I'm Ashleyien. I played Cat today, and you could find me here in 2 weeks.
Heck yeah. Melody, you're up.
I'm Kira, and I'm the assistant creator of Magi-Knights Awakening. And you can find all of our social media accounts and any way to contact us, as well as all of our products on our website, magi-knights.com. Sorry, my cat is getting in the way. Cutie. And let's see. Oh, and we have a new personality quiz up there that's only been out for a short time, and lots of other fun things to check out. And I'm also the author of the children's book, My Dad the Game Master, if you can find on our website as well.
Right on. Well, as always, I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and game master here on the Random Rhapsody Network. You can always find me right here every Monday and Wednesday, running crazy games for crazy people, doing crazy shit like shooting at them. It's always a lot of fun. I definitely had a blast. You can find me on all of the socials as @ScruffyWanderer. And you can also find me on the Random Rhapsody Network's Twitch and YouTube channel and all that stuff. That's about it. So, on behalf of everyone here in the Dream Seekers and everyone in the Random Rhapsody crew, I just want to say, thank you, folks. It's been a delight. So long. Good luck. And until next time, may your dreams be infinite. Good night.
Nighty night.
Good night.
Good night.